Tottenham Hotspur had a pretty good season, finishing over Aresnal for the first time in over a decade. But they're gonna really need to work hard to get over Aresnal for next season. So here are 5 things Tottenham Hotspur need to do to stay above Aresnal. Number 5, become a more global club. What I mean is like a more global brand, like everybody's talking about Barca, everybody's talking about Real Madrid. The smallest of football fans will know Man United or City. You need to become a more global brand. You need to then the jersey sales will soar up. Tottenham Hotspur, they had a pretty good season, but the fans, just to give them more fans. I mean, every game turning up in Wembley, that's the biggest stadium in England. So it's gonna be the atmosphere is gonna be very unique every single game next season. But to have the fans to get the fans more confident, they need to become more of a global brand by winning, and I'll tell you how they can do that. At number 4, we have to win something. Tottenham Hotspur have to win something. That's the only way they'll win anything, is if they win something. Even the FA Cup would be a good first step. And the FA Cup would be a real improvement. And the Premier League, well, I'm not. Even that's possible. It will be pretty disappointing. But Tottenham Hotspur have improved ever since Pochettino has came. They went from 8th to 5th. They went from 8th without Pochettino. When Pochettino came, they got an Europa draw in 5th. Then they shifted up to 3rd position in a season where they got really close to actually winning the league. And then they finished 2nd this season. But it's going to be really hard for Tottenham to keep on improving. The only way to do that is win the title, which would also make fans more confident and will be the first step to getting Tottenham Hotspur more confident. Next season in Wembley is pretty hard, and that brings us down to number 3, get used to Wembley. The form in Wembley is terrible. They only won 1 game in Wembley in the entire Champions League campaign. They also lost to Bayer Leverkusen and lost to Monaco. That's like, so if you lose to Monaco and Bayer Leverkusen in your own backyard, you're kind of a terrible team. And that's the problem. And again, the fans aren't gonna like it if they're gonna be doing that. They couldn't even beat Genk in Wembley. They drew them a 1-1. So they're having a very tough time, and I ended up losing that game on Anchor against Genk. So they're having a very tough time to adapt to Wembley. But if they do, it would be a really good first step to staying ahead of Arsenal and eventually winning something. So in at number 2, we have don't waste money on flops. Now, how do you know if a player is going to be a flop or not? Just make sure he's not a young player, a young inexperienced player. And Musa Sissoko actually wasn't too bad. He just wasn't worth 30 million. Don't waste and splash out the cash. Be very wise with your spendings. And I think they shouldn't pay anything more than 50 million for Maya if they do get him, because he could also flop because he has no experience in the Premier League, and we don't know. But Tottenham, the only way they can be sure not to spend money on flops is just to spend on good and consistent and experienced in Premier League players. But there was one thing also with Tottenham: they're not signing players that can improve one spot that they really need to improve, and that will lead us to number 1. Give your squad better depth. Tottenham Hotspur's squad is so thin. If the Tottenham Hotspur's starting 11 is definitely title winning, but the depth is so weak. They don't have a backup anything. Who is going to back up Harry Kane? Jansen? Seriously? Who's going to back up Eric